He was filming his wife giving birth with a video camera, but the baby was just born. The male nurse was scared out of his wits. The female nurse rushed to the doctor for help. After 27 surgeries, the baby survived. Until he was 10 years old, the boy went to school for the first time. Classmates quickly dodged like they see an infectious disease. Bad students threw balls at him on purpose. No one dared eat with him. The boy's name was Auggie. Because of his birth defect, his mother gave up graduate school and her job. She set up a special classroom at home for Auggie. But as Auggie grew up, Mom decided to send him to school. On the first day of school, when Auggie appeared in front of the classroom, the bustle of the classroom was instantly silenced. Everyone looked at the newcomer. In chemistry class, the teacher asked a difficult question. Auggie solved it right away, but Julian thought Auggie was trying to steal the show. So after school, he surrounded Auggie and called him ugly. He made fun of his pigtails. Mom came to pick Auggie up. Auggie put on his helmet. When he got home, he grabbed a pair of scissors. He cut off the pigtails he had for 2 years. Then he put the helmet back on. And then he put on the helmet again and closed himself in. At night, after his mom talked him into it, Auggie finally took off the helmet. Auggie said, "Why am I so ugly?" Mom said, "You're not ugly at all. The people who really want to meet you, they don't care about that." Mom's words of encouragement gave Auggie the courage to face his classmates again. That day, the teacher was going to give a classroom test. The classroom was in an uproar. Only Auggie finished his paper in no time. Seeing that his classmates couldn't write a single answer, Auggie had Jack copy his answers. At lunch, Jack made a point of thanking Auggie. He even offered to sit with Auggie, and that's how Auggie got his first friend. But little did he know, it was all a trick. On Halloween, he went to see Jack in class, but he heard Jack complaining to Julian that if he looked like Auggie, he'd rather kill himself. If the principal hadn't asked him to, he wouldn't want to play with Auggie. This betrayal broke Augie's heart. He ran home in despair. He cried on his bed and asked for a helmet. Mom couldn't find a helmet anywhere. Finally, after some patient questioning from his sister, Auggie finally told him what had happened at school. He said, "I wish I'd never gone to school in the first place." To make Auggie feel better, I told Auggie about my own troubles. And after that, Auggie stopped talking to Jack. Jack didn't know what to do, but now he really wanted to be friends with Auggie. Now watching the interaction between Auggie and his female classmates, Jack was devastated. He went to the girl and asked her why. Auggie was suddenly ignoring him. The girl only said 2 words. Jack suddenly realized it was Auggie who wore the ghost mask on Halloween. The things he said hurt Auggie. He blamed himself. When grouping science classes, Jack volunteered to join a group with Auggie. After class, Julian questioned Jack why he was playing with that monster. He took a swing at him. The 2 of them got into a fist fight. When the teacher pulled them apart, Jack threw himself into the teacher's arms and cried. He was afraid of being punished, and he was afraid of losing Auggie as his best friend. Later, Jack apologized to Auggie in the game, and he was able to salvage the friendship. After class, Auggie saw a class photo on his locker door. It says that monsters are not allowed to enter. The teacher saw the picture too, and she noticed a student hiding in the corner. He's part of Julian's little organization. The teacher pointed out the picture to him. The boy nodded in shame, and that's how it happened. Julian's misdeeds were exposed to the whole school. Julian was suspended for 2 days. Then the school organized a camp. Auggie and Jack snuck off to explore the woods. They met a group of middle schoolers, and when they saw Auggie, opening his mouth gave him a malicious nickname. They tried to touch his face. Jack tried to stop them. He was pushed to the ground by the middle schoolers. He hit his head on the ground. Auggie rushed to Jack's defense. He raised his fist to protect his brother, but he was still pushed down. Luckily, his classmates showed up just in time. They'd been around Julian and bullied Auggie before. Now they were willing to step up. They beat the 2 middle schoolers to the ground, and then they escaped from the forest. They smiled at each other. The leader of the group said hello to Auggie. Auggie bumped fists with him. Suddenly he burst into tears. For the first time he felt the feeling of being part of a group was so beautiful. At the end of each semester, the principal will award medals to graduates to encourage children who are willing to help others and lead by example. This time he called out Auggie's name, and as everyone cheered, Auggie walked up to the stage and looked at them with a smile.